Tim Ferriss recently did a conversation with Attia.
Attia,
and if you listen to the very last one that he did a long time ago, it was awesome. It was like super long, had lots of cool stuff, and had it again. It was
we did an episode
that was like similar to that, right?
Yeah.
And the follow-up conversation was really technical. Like it was deep technical, so probably not as enjoyable. But there was one portion of it where Peter was talking about just his view of looking at, I guess, health in general, sort of way of holistic way, and like it struck me so well that I'm thinking of applying it into my next year's fitness body goals, or at least breaking it down into this subset. So the way that he was talking about it was the strength, stability, anaerobic efficiency, and aerobic capacity, if I get that right.
So strength,
stability,
yeah.
Aerobic.
Oh wait, so strength and stability is one thing?
No,
or?
Different.
Okay,
so strength being one thing, stability being the other.
Okay, yeah.
Anaerobic efficiency being another, and aerobic capacity being the fourth one. I believe it was that fourth one. Now, why did it struck me so much? The way that they explained it in the podcast, and the way that I kind of took it away was, okay, I'm doing things for strength, definitely. Duh, I'm working out like twice a day, it's all strength related. Cool. Like, if I had to like tick off a box that I'm doing the strength portion.
It's being overdone almost.
And, they talked about what's the reasons, what's the benefits. Obviously, like improves your muscle, your bone density as you get older. Right. So I'm talking here, this is a holistic view of what you talk about, that I'm talking about me being older and looking to the future. So this is like what's going to be good for me in the future, but what's good for the now to being a good athlete.
Yep.
Right. So the strength, cool. I got it. Fine. Then I had a look at the an anaerobic efficiency and the aerobic capacity, and that was all about zone 2 training, which I know you've talked about with Tanya.
Yes.
So let's encompass just both. This is around the ability to, I guess, hold that lactate threshold to a particular level for a very long time. So being able to be higher in the zone 2 level for a long period of time.
Yep.
And then the other opposite end, being able to just utilize metabolically really efficiently fats or carbohydrates when I'm doing either really long endurance things or shorter time frame stuff. So that kind of encompasses just being really efficient between doing exercises from whether it was 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, all the way to marathons or 96 kilometer hikes. So I went, okay, I'm doing that sort of stuff. I'm keeping myself flexible. I utilize a little bit of differences between fasting, eating lots of fats, lots of carbohydrates, whatever. I'm keeping myself flexible. I'm doing probably, let's just say 70% of what I can do in all those phases, which is good enough. Like I'm not, because I'll go 100% in one thing, you can't go as heavy on the others. That's like, if you're going to be a really good marathoner, you're going to be like hammering on that. So that's just for me. But the last one, the fourth one, which was the stability. And I went, ooh, okay, this probably is a part that I'm not doing a lot on. And it talked, some of the stuff, I probably need to research this more, which is why I called it out to me. But a lot of things he was talking about was, foot health. And so foot health around making sure that sometimes you do walk without shoes, or being able to just feel exactly how your feet are moving. Stability in the sense of, okay, there's not just say, there's a strength aspect, the way he defined it was, the strength aspect of, he has really, Peter Attia here, really strong hamstrings. So if you lay down and did a machine, you could do really heavy weight. So I thought, that's what I could do. But then he mentioned the move, which was basically you lay on your back and you put your feet, so basically like almost on an angle up here with your feet on the actual ground, so not touching your bum, but let's say 10 centimeters, 20 centimeters away from your bum. And you basically, all you want to do is you press down on your feet as hard as possible and just drag your feet towards your bum.
Okay, yeah.
And what I found doing this myself, and he said it as well, Peter Attia, was you'll actually, if your stability in your hamstrings is not very strong, you'll end up like having to like arch your back and pull yourself backwards to even just do that movement. Now it's a different, whether it's static or different fibers in your hamstrings for the stability movement. So for him, he's improved that aspect of it, and now he feels a lot safer and more durable when he's doing things like deadlift, etc. So I went, ooh, okay, this is an aspect that I've not really looked at before, the stability aspect. And maybe it falls in line with knowing the human body as well. So I'm talking, doing handstands or doing bends or yoga. I would put all of that into the stability range. But also, for me, like core work, which I really have just been ignoring for the last couple of years. I go, deadlifts is quite enough. Yeah. That's enough. That's good. But I went, actually, no. The other day, doing a slight gymnastics kind of course, and I was having to hold hollows and Supermans and then doing, bar muscle ups and whatnot. I went, man, my core sucks. compared to what it used to be. So I went, okay, that's going to be heavily involved into my next year's sort of body goals. There's going to be some stuff around stability there. What that looks like, I'm not sure. I might take a leaf out of your book with maybe a couple of gymnastics classes, maybe more specific core training. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Maybe I'll have to play some, what is it? Some hacky sack